The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Tucker McCann now set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Nashville. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Chester Rogers. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry for Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give to Henry. Muscles him off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. A little check down to Lindsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Henry again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. McCann's got it teed up. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Watson on 3rd down. Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. On first down, Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Tannehill on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McCann for the point after.
And it is now 21-0.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Set.
Now a handoff to Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Touchdown! It's complete. Ryan Tannehill able to spot Julio Jones for the touchdown there. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This is caught. It's Cooks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second down at 7.
Come on. 58, right over there.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now it up. Another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw is Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Touchdown run.
And the Titans open the lead up to 34-0. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming out to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
1st down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
They go play action with Taylor. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Harold Landry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. It's complete to Chris Conley. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've had.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Justin Reed. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
What's up? 19. 54, Mike. 59. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You got out.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill.
This is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's second and 10.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on third down, Watson.
Conley with a reception. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.